Man, in his struggle to shape nature to his purposes, has plundered it, polluted it, and piled it high with his junk. Now he is trying to imitate it, and maybe in an overcrowded world, this is sometimes the best he can do.
Artificial turf. The first artificial turf was developed with the Houston Astrodome in mind, but it has never been universally accepted by the players, and certainly not by the baseball diehards. Case in point, Kansas City. In 1971, when the new sports complex was being built, not everyone was happy, especially the groundskeeper in residence, who was considered the Luther Burbank of his trade. Woody introduces us to George Toma.
The spectrum of visual beauty is a wide one. For some, its ultimate is found in works of art. For others, in the human form, sunsets, the soaring reach of mountains. But for groundskeeper George Toma, the knee plus ultra is a stretch of healthy, happy grass.
I like to look at every square inch of grass in the outfield, so if I could see any divots or anything that needs to be done out there, or weed popping up here or there, we'll take care of it. My working day usually begins at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here. I don't leave the stadium at all, and it usually closes at 12 o'clock at night.
This Titian of the turf works those 18 hours a day, putting a parquet finish on his thin-soiled, cement-based playing area. He employs a variety of spells, potions, and magic formulae to this end, as well as to the maintenance of the Kansas City Chiefs practice field and KC Royal owner Ewing Kaufman's yard. His apprentices, local high school dropouts, have been so infected with his epidemic enthusiasm that they push the heavy tarpaulin roll with a zest that makes up for missing poundage.
Center field.
Toma's disciples bite into their job so vigorously that it's hard to get them to let go, even at the behest of visiting sluggers like twin Tony Oliva, anxious for batting practice.
We don't cheat you, Tony. It's like this. About 4:45 now. It should be raining by 5:30.
Rain is a friend to grassroots, but a creator of lawn-chewing doubleheaders. So Toma must be as meteorologically alert as a sailor skirting a reef as he presides over a surface that makes the Buckingham Palace bowling green look like a vacant lot. The Toma, whose field yields to the feet of baseball, football, and occasional soccer players, games are all even in destructive potential. What well-tending and inspirational leadership means is demonstrated between innings as Toma's young disciples dance their dedication. Stepping to a different beat, Toma wears another uniform for football games and devises different methods to keep his masterpiece unscarred. When the Chiefs play, he prowls the sidelines as immersed in strategy as Coach Hank Strand, though their strategies are as antithetical as those of surgeon and soldier.
I like to see all those plays on that dirt. They don't rip up the grass.
The game ends in a 12-10 victory for the Chiefs at a cost of both bruises and divots. But as Toma's team gather up the vegetable dead, one cannot but feel a pang that this master is in his final season as a creator. Next year, like a concert violinist doomed to run a discotheque, he will preside over 2 giant rugs, each $800,000 to $1 million worth of artificial turf. How do you feel yourself about moving over to artificial grass?
Actually, I feel this way. With grass, you have pride. You can see your accomplishments. You can see your failures. Over in artificial grass, you lose your pride. And the only thing you can do over there and see who has not the best playing field, but who can have the cleanest carpet and have their carpet last the longest.
When these girders are hauled into place, Kansas City will have the newest thing in stadium, with separate arenas for the Chiefs and Royals, all cement, steel, and plastic. Proud planners like to feel that the Harry S. Truman Sport Complex contains everything previous complexes forgot. George Toma thinks they did forget something, though, a living greensward as a game setting. This is Haywood Hale Brune in Kansas City.
Gaudy uniforms, electronic scoreboards, get the halting approval of Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio. Coming up on Woodie's World, Baseball Innovations.